I remember like watching you guys and being like, oh, it's cool that I'm gay because they're gay. Like it's just like it's like things like that.
So
No.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Sports Are Fun. I'm your host, Kelley O'Hara, and the personality hire is
not here today.
Absent.
I'm feeling crazy sitting over here.
Thankfully, yeah, you are in BJ's
This is his spot. Big shoes to
Thankfully,
fill.
yeah,
Holding it down.
BJ is still in Hollywood doing his thing.
He liked it too much last week. He had to stay.
Exactly. Will he come back? We don't know. But thankfully, we have two recurring guest co-hosts with us,
There you go.
and they both, I would say, could be classified as personality hires.
Yeah.
If
give
we
us some good
needed to.
personality.
I think that was a really nice compliment.
There we go.
Thank
so
you.
we got
I'm gonna take
Gab
that.
and we got Ryan back in the
I'm here.
stew.
It's huge that they like keep asking us back.
Truly.
Too.
And can I add 3 women? Let's go, you girl.
Yeah,
You
it's
girls.
a girl gang today.
With
Yeah.
just women's sports.
Yeah.
It is just women.
We love
sports.
women
They are.
and sports.
Gab, 3rd time back. Ryan, 4th time
4th.
back. So right now,
Doing
winning.
my laps.
Winning. Wow.
Yep.
Not everything's
I've
a
run a mile.
competition.
You are also local. You are not.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
very
not.
unlocal, actually.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I don't feel local quite yet, but
Okay. You're literally in the city every other day.
true. This is true. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, girls. Lots of
Girlies.
Dude, literally, we have 2 girls off scene or off camera too.
Yeah.
It's a girl day in the studio.
It's
But
a
we
girl
do.
day.
We miss you, BJ. We love you, BJ. We
We
hope that
do.
LA
We
is
do.
amazing. And we hope that I hope Gab and Ryan can fill your shoes today.
Two-
So
I'm
you
like,
guys
where do I-
big,
equals
big
one.
shoes to fill.
I'm like, where do I look? We miss you, BJ. We miss
I don't feel like my outfit is good
He's
enough.
something of a god to me. Like, we love
He's
you,
not
BJ.
dead. He's just busy.
He's literally just in
He's
LA.
like a-
Oh my god. All right. Well, Ryan, now that we have you back in the studio, this is the first time you've been back in studio since your historic.
Since you glazed over the factoid that I beat you in August at that
Ow.
staff open.
Like, what do you mean glazed over? When did I talk about it?
It's been months, Kelly. It's the end of October.
Wait, did we play No, we played. Oh, we did play in August.
U.S. Open.
It has been, but like you haven't been back, so there wasn't a time to talk about
That's
it.
true.
So
Or did you just not want her back so that you didn't have to talk about it?
No, like I
you
said,
should, like put it off.
I was fine
No, we're
losing to Ryan.
good.
Did I want to win? Yeah. Was I okay losing? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was down 1-3.
Yeah, she came back. It was an
comeback
epic.
is huge.
My
was an
friends
epic
showed
comeback
up.
by her.
Shout out Meg, shout out Lily. They showed up. Gave me a
Especially
little burst of
considering
energy.
every time we had played before, I had beat Ryan.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you were
I-
sandbagging. You
I
were
sh-
sandbagging.
I
She
showed
really
up to
was,
I showed up
actually.
to the court 0 and like 10. Like I can count on 2 hands the times I showed up to Hamilton Park and lost.
You were playing chess, not checkers.
Okay, but
though.
the
You were like,
funniest-
it's a long game. I'm gonna win.
No, she really
eventually.
was. She was like, when the cameras turn on, I will
It might have been a little bit of that. I don't really
humiliate
know.
Kelly.
Put it on for the people.
I didn't humiliate you.
You didn't
If
humiliate
anything,
me,
we
but you did
humiliated
make
ourselves.
me. You did beat me,
Thank you.
which is congrats to you.
Gracious in defeat. Thank you.
You know, hopefully this will become an annual thing.
I hope so.
Hopefully I'm in better
I'll be here for 3
physical
years.
form next year.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I was right on the edge
Yeah.
of going off the cliff.
Right. There's really no
when we
excuse
played.
not to.
Yeah.
to-
Wait, so you're calling this an
Take it
excuse
to
of why
Kelly.
you lost?
No, not an excuse. I'm
Yeah,
just
okay,
explaining.
I'm just saying.
I'm
It kind of sounds like an excuse.
No, I'm explaining the reality of
Yeah.
what the circumstances were
Yeah.
for that particular match.
Yeah, I feel
And
like-
you won fair and square. And you came back. And I will say, all of our other matches, tennis matches, I would be beating Ryan like 5-1. And we
Yeah.
only play one set. We play first
I'm
to
a
six.
slow burn.
one.
I'm a
Okay.
slow burn.
And then, but then literally it would be 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4. And I'd be like,
creeping back
oh,
in.
shoot, I really need to turn it on and
Now
win.
I should try.
Yeah.
And then I would always beat her like 6-4, right?
Yeah.
6-4.
It would usually end up.
So
around
this
there.
time it was 3-1, and I was like, oh, I got it in the bag again.
And I was like, this is a SAF Open. I gotta pick it up.
SAF Open, baby.
What's going on? Indoors, my
Sure enough.
racket was sweaty.
Yeah,
I'm
there was
still using
a-
Kelly's racket.
There was a tennis pro on the court next to us looking and just like giggling every time Ryan would
I
miss
know,
her
he was
first
like,
serve.
he was like, nice. I don't think I made a first serve. That was just.
I think you did like
statistic.
twice, and both times you made a first serve, it was an ace.
But usually my serve is like an asset of mine. So
It's absolutely an asset. You're a weapon. Your serve is an absolute weapon.
Thank you.
I line up and I'm like, I'm about to get absolutely dominated right now. And you know what? You know what?
Stop.
We
you
got
guys.
something
This-
special
this
for
is
you.
too
Oh,
much.
Oh, a prize.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party.
Let's go.
What?
Okay, so we wanted to present you with your SAF Open championship ring. However,
Wow.
yeah, this was going to be a ring ceremony. It appears that was not possible to procure in New York City in time. Therefore, you have been presented with one. This is her championship solo cup because obviously you win a cup, you got to drink out of it. Trophy's got to be able to be drinkable.
That's what you said.
And
You
then
have to drink out of
also, it appears that these are your
Should I just open it up right now?
complimentary juicy drop pop.
Okay.
Not
reverse.
sponsored.
That, but also
Thank you, guys.
similar to like a championship cup, championship bottle. So
Oh my
not a ring
God,
pop,
thank
but there you
you.
go.
Do you want one for
Congrats.
second place?
No, I'm good. You got it, buddy. all
sure?
you, all you.
The war on Red 40, you know what I mean? Shoot.
Popping bottles.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Popping bottles, baby.
Popping
Good. Yeah, there you
bottles.
go.
And drinking out of-
Yeah,
I will
this
savor
is-
this after we're wrapped.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah,
thank you.
Exactly. You're so welcome.
I'm gonna leave these here on display.
Congrats to you. Really
Thank you.
incredible tournament.
Yeah, I look forward to next year's match.
Yeah. So, all right. One last thing before we really get into.
Antics.
Yeah. How was your Forbes Most Powerful Women in Sports event?
It was awesome. I just got
Yeah.
invited by Emily Tish, who's our owner, and I honestly was just like, sure, I'll come. Could be a cool networking opportunity. When I saw my name on the guest list below Simone Biles, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a little bit underqualified to be her. But it was great.
You're part of the- you're part of the community.
I was rubbing shoulders with some industry titans, so it was
100%.
cool.
Very cool.
Met
You
Moira
talked to anyone
Forbes.
cool?
I met Moira Forbes. I met
Ooh.
Cheryl Phillips, who's the CEO of Forbes. Brianna Stewart came, which was really cool. Obviously a huge fan. I wished her a great trip to Spain with her wife.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Because the off season's here. So I was like, honestly, go to you, Stewie.
Let's go.
So happy for you. But it was cool. Thank you for
Nice.
asking. Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any like comments or reactions to last week's episode? I just, was wondering.
Yeah. Where are your
Gab, you go.
sunglasses first? My first
You
question
know what
is-
I'm gonna say.
Well,
You looked
I'm-
good
I'm-
in the sunglasses.
I'm definitely not
yeah.
hungover.
We've
today.
talked about this offline, and I was really impressed with your Ryan Gosling
Were you
impression.
actually?
Yeah, first of all, I was like fully expecting to watch and see you as the woman.
Oh, right.
And then
but
once you
obviously we had
like
to flip the script.
Don't
yeah,
stick to
hit the
gender
deeper,
roles.
smooth Southern intonation, I was
100%.
like, okay.
Yo.
I was really impressed.
Could really feel your heart through it. Like you were really sad. Like you wrote so many
wrote
letters.
so many letters.
Yeah. And
I
they just
wrote
like
to
weren't
you.
returned.
Every
wrote
day.
Yeah.
I wrote you every day.
I wrote you.
You look
I was
different.
impressed.
Thankfully, we didn't get to the end of that scene. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to make
we
out.
needed to.
In the canoe,
We probably could have made it work.
rain's falling, we're in a canoe.
Hollywood magic.
Like BJ would have had to leap into my arms.
Carry him away.
I think you're strong
and
enough.
Taryn would have had to be throwing buckets of water on us. Anyway, all right.
that was voted like
Cue the
best
rain.
kiss in like all of like the 2000s too. So that would have been kind of.
They
a lot
haven't
to
seen
listen
Kelley and
to.
BJ. Sorry.
It's called Love.
It is called love. All right, enough about all of those shenanigans. Like I said, I had a busy week. I was all over the place. I went to two
You're saying
U.S.
it like
women's
it's a
national
competition.
team.
I had a busy week too.
True, but like you didn't go to two.
No, I went to
Games.
one,
Yeah.
and I saw you there yesterday.
That is true.
In the comfort of your warm box as I was shivering on metal bleachers.
You didn't invite her into your box?
Well,
She's
it
just
wasn't
said you're good
mine.
buddies.
she's in a different
It wasn't
echelon. Like
my
I've barely made a dent in the NWSL. Like she's a
She was on field
10-year Olympian. I get that.
Okay,
before the start of the
okay.
game.
Not sure how I
pretty cool.
maneuvered my way into that. Yeah,
You just
I was
were
like
you were part of the Stars
Yeah.
amoeba that went down.
the Stars Amoeba. Yeah,
Yeah.
really friendly group.
Very.
Nothing
Very
but positive remarks.
All right,
No
so
pose.
national team had two games
Yeah.
this
games.
week against Portugal. High highs, honoring Alex and Alyssa.
Yep.
Unfortunately, one low of their loss on, what day was it? Thursday?
Yeah.
They lost their first game against Portugal 2-1 and then came back on Sunday and won 3-1. So thoughts, any thoughts on this game in terms of,
I'm not one to make excuses, but my initial thought is like they literally had 2 days in camp together, and
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
it was just a collective like, not a blunder, but just like getting things together,
Right.
like kind of just coagulating and trying to get on the same page.
Yeah.
It definitely looked like they weren't connecting like as a team, and I think in the second game we saw them kind of like the offense looked good and together,
Yeah.
and yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was tough because not only was this the first ever time that Portugal ever scored on the national team, but then it was like the first time that they scored and won.
Right.
Which so it was hard because, they won the first game, and then in the second game, they also scored more goals. So that's hard because these are the first goals we've ever given up to Portugal. So that was like kind of sad to see them finally give up any goals to Portugal because like that was a good stat to never be scored upon.
Yeah, I will say the thing that concerned me most, obviously they were able to get the win yesterday, Sunday, but all 3 goals, so 2-1 on Thursday, 3-1 on Sunday. So 3 goals against in the last 2 games, 2 games, same opponent. All 3 goals came off of crosses, 2 corners, 1 in the run of play. So I'm kind of like, what's the issue here, guys? Because that seems, if you're getting scored on, there's 2 ways to look at it. If you're getting scored on multiple different ways, you're kind of like, shoot, we have a lot of things we got to work on.
Yeah.
If you're getting scored on set pieces and then also the set piece being corner, so it's technically a cross.
Yeah.
And the other goal being in the run of play, a cross. It's like, okay, the in-box marking, management, defending,
communication.
needs to be, that is our area of emphasis we need to be focused on moving forward in terms of defending.
All I could think about was when Sam Kerr, like in that Netflix documentary, she was like, do you not practice those? Like, do you not practice these corners? And like, that was literally the only thing I could think of was like Sam Kerr being like, you guys don't practice those? Like you keep getting scored on like that.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring up a tough moment
No,
from the World Cup.
No, I mean, she wasn't, it was true. Like that is something that when I played, set pieces were so critical and we took them, I'm not saying they're not taking them seriously now, but because if we got scored on a set piece, we were sitting in a meeting for an hour going over the blade of grass that we should have been on and why we got scored on. And there was like so much attention to detail around them. I don't know if that like what's happening internally now. I assume there is a lot of attention to detail, but again, it's kind of like 2 goals.
Yeah, same way.
That's just very, to me,
It's
it's
a lot.
not, I don't know. It's like hopefully an easy fix, but.
Yeah, to your point, I think like it's like a standard thing, accountability thing, not
Right.
like we're getting ripped down the middle or something more serious.
For sure.
We're also missing a lot of people of this camp, period. Like a lot of people are off this roster that would be in there.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Tierna, Naomi, Soph, Mal, Trinity. Did anybody else get
Yeah, Lynn.
right? Lynn. Oh yeah,
Congrats, Lynn.
Oh, yes.
With
A baby.
child.
Oh my God,
So
the best
exciting.
news, the best text message. I was like, She had lied to me earlier when I asked her straight up, and she was like, "Yeah, you know
Did
what
you
I
have
told
a
you that?"
hunch?
Yeah. She was like, I lied. I was like, it's okay. You can lie about pregnancy.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the one.
That's the one
One of
thing
the
you can
few
lie to me
things
about.
you're entitled to
Cool,
lie
cool.
about.
Yeah, 100%. No, congrats, Lynn and Marley. You guys are going to have literally the cutest kid ever.
I'm a little biased, but really happy to see my roomie, Lily Real, in
Oh,
camp.
yeah.
She played a full 90, and she didn't play the first game at all. So I feel like that was positive for her just to, kind of absorb what had happened in the first game
Right.
and then translate that. And I thought she put together like a pretty good performance, created an attack. I knew her to be a center back in college, and she transitioned to outside back. So I think she's someone to watch. Also great to see Jaden. I mean, I'm sounding so partial to Gotham. But
Tell me you played
she
for
had
Gotham without telling me you
great
played for
little
Gotham.
assist
Yeah.
back heel. So, yeah, I think the move to Gotham initially was really good for her, and to also see her invited back into camp, I think it's the first time she's been back in for a while. So definitely super happy for her after getting to talk to her a little bit.
Yeah.
She got called back too, and Olivia Moultrie, who scored 2 goals,
Yeah.
was at the U23 too. Like her and Jaden both previously were on U23, and then like got moved up to this camp, which is huge. Like it shows that like okay, go down there, get some time, play, and then she just scored 2 goals. Jaden's doing great, had the assist, so it's like something's definitely working down there too that we're feeding, which is like good for the future.
Also,
100%.
just from like a scheduling standpoint, like I feel like I'm just using Lily as an example because I've seen her schedule, and I think for like Jaden as well, like the U23s, like it has been a really intense year as a rookie to play this long of a season and be going to U23 camp when we have international breaks. Like in these periods I'm practicing, but it's obviously not the same intensity as being in like a US cycle. So I think that's pretty impressive, and just like looking at the scale of the year and the tenure or the length of it, like is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's
I will say that is actually both of y'all a great shout around how Emma is transforming the program from top to bottom, right? She really is putting an emphasis on the U23s and being a pipeline, and that'll go down to the
17.
All of the youth teams, which I think is huge, and it allows players to go from one environment into the full team without much like need to catch up, right?
Yeah.
There's
Like
not
a
a lot
tactical
of
understanding.
right, like there's not a lot of lag time when you get brought into that environment. Obviously, Lily, this is her first year being in it. Jaden's been in before, but just if you're not in a place where Emma says, "Oh, I want you in the full team," we can bring you on the 23s. You can still get that experience.
Which is
you
so
can
great.
still, have that almost touch point with national team tactics and protocol and all of the different like environment things that are very uniquely national team. So I think that's a really good point of like what Emma has done in her first year and a half, and that is contributing to the program. I will say it was interesting, the loss on the first game, which, not to toot my horn and BJ's, but we did predict the exact lineup.
Oh wow!
And I did tell Emma when I saw her on Thursday, I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like on the podcast, we picked the lineup and it was exactly the right lineup." And she looked at me and she was like, "Oh, really? That's, cool."
Yeah.
She wants you to coach is what I'm hearing.
And I said, I was like, "So if you need me on the sideline, let me know." She was like, "Okay." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, I got to go to the locker room."
Yeah.
I was like, "No."
Or if you want to come on a podcast, you come on.
But I mean, to be fair, the lineup that we picked lost. So that is
Maybe you shouldn't be in the locker.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Maybe you don't have an eye for talent. I'm just kidding.
It's fair. Retire early on that.
No, you definitely do.
But
Your
so
experience is
the
valuable.
typical trend of these camps is like Emma puts out her strongest starting 11 the first game, which I think that was the intention, and that's what she did. And then the second game, I think there was only the two people who started both games, Sonnet
yeah.
and
Wearing the captain's
Alyssa
band.
Thompson. Yeah, shout out Sonnet with the captain's
She looked
band.
good in that captain's band.
She did.
She did.
So and then the rest of the 11 completely different.
Yeah.
And they were able to win. Obviously, you play a team the second time, you know their tactics, their tendencies. I will say it's a little bit maybe easier. They know yours, so you can argue both ways.
True.
But the fact that she can make that many changes and also chooses to make that many changes, I like both of those things, right? The fact that she chooses to, I'm like, good for you. You're still giving, you're not going the same lineup every time. Like you're giving people experience and time and caps and minutes. Like that is
and
important.
that's like after a loss where you
right.
could just go
right.
the
You could
other
be like,
way and
shoot,
be
like we got to get a win. Like Emma, need to get this team a win. But she has enough confidence in the totality of her pool and the roster in camp.
She does.
To be like, all right, you know what? We're gonna start two of the same people. Everybody else is different, and I expect you guys to go get a win. And they did.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I can imagine there's also like an aspect of loading given
For
the
sure.
team.
For sure.
But yeah.
No, I
to your
fuck
point.
with Emma Hayes because she also, after the first loss, like I really liked her accountability of it too. She was like, no, like there were things that like I should have done better and like I'm gonna do them better. And like to take that and like own it and then to like make those changes and do better, that's like kind of hard as a coach sometimes. And like the fact that she did,
Well,
I'm
it
like,
shouldn't be hard as a
cool.
coach, but I think a lot of coaches have
But a
a
lot
hard
of coaches
time
don't.
with it.
Yeah, they have a hard
for
time doing
Shouldn't
it.
be.
Yeah.
But
It should be
gets to be.
easy.
Yes.
No, I fuck with her hard.
Yeah, no, for sure. So they have one more game against New Zealand Wednesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, Kansas City.
Okay, very
KC
cool.
baby.
Very cool.
As the chant goes.
Yeah. I will say it was funny. Like I was literally at back-to-back games. And
know.
I saw some people in US soccer that I haven't seen for months. I was like, I've seen you 3 times this week. So I was at an event in New York City Monday, Alex's game Thursday, Alyssa's game Sunday. I was like, it's like I'm back in camp, guys.
How are your emotions? No, how are all your emotions after seeing so many retirement ceremonies of like such good players and like people that you played with?
Yeah. No, I mean, it was fun to be able to celebrate them, you know? I'm like, pro tips, like retire before all your friends do so you can go out to all the celebrations, you know? Like that, to me, it's just, the moment is 2 to 3 minutes on the field. Like they get to go out with your family, that sort of thing. But to be able to be back there with them, you know, US Soccer is very gracious, allowed us all to be like on the sideline, all the former players.
Even Ryan.
Even Ryan.
Amazing.
Alyssa and I have always
You
been
know.
friends.
No, but I will say we were talking. I was in the box at Alyssa's game with Tierna and Crystal, and we were talking about how I feel like the U.S. Soccer, the women's national team specifically, really has done a good job of honoring the players who have retired, and I don't know the specifics around like what earns you or gets you a retirement ceremony, but not many federations I think do it at all.
Yeah.
So it's just to me, it's like it's nice to see that U.S. Soccer does this for people who were in this program for so long, won them so many things.
Yeah.
And yeah, to be back there, like there, I got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a really long time, and it's always fun when we get back together and we're just giggle about how like we could never be back out there running. And we can't believe that we did it for so long, you know?
Yeah.
Not to make it about the fans, but like as like a fan who just like grew up watching you guys, like I don't think sometimes you guys realize too, like it's like a big moment for you guys, but like it's like really cathartic too for like people who have watched you guys. Like you guys were like my role models growing up, like seeing you guys like fight for equality, seeing you guys fight for like gay rights, trans people, like all of these stuff. It's like seeing you guys go out and retire. It's like you had such an impact on not only like the sport itself, but like the community. Like I remember like watching you guys and being like, oh, it's cool that I'm gay because they're gay. Like it's just like it's like things like that.
So
no,
cool.
but like we hadn't really seen that before, and it's just like or like fighting for equality, fighting for equal pay. Like you guys were the first ones to take like a major stance for that. So like seeing you guys like retire on it, it's like something that like fans like feel a part of like, hey, we fought this with them, and like watching them like phase out is like it's like wild to watch and like feels good as a fan too. So like those ceremonies, yes, they're for you guys and like all that, but like it like makes a fan feel good too.
Well,
for sure.
That's those are very kind words, and no, it is true. It's like when I was going through my retirement last year, I was like, do I really want to do anything? And a lot of people were like, this isn't necessarily for you. This is for like a lot of other people too. So it is special
Mostly
to
us.
people.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing it for us.
Yeah, we want to celebrate you.
It is like it's a cherry on top. It's a closing of the door. It's like a way to, you know, end a chapter. So yeah, it was, and I'm really glad that I got to be like just somehow, some way was able to be at Allie's, Alex, Alyssa's this week. Like
What
it
is
was
it
a
with the
huge,
A's?
I don't know.
You're busy.
No, I was like,
Wow.
it was Sunday when I was
forgot you
driving.
were in LA, yeah, okay.
Driving to, and I was like, was I in LA on Sunday?
You were.
Like, oh my
Life of a showgirl.
Dude, life of a showgirl.
I know you love a new album. Kelley, you really held it together when Portugal got one in the back of the net.
Talk about high highs and low lows.
Your poker face was undeniable.
Here's the thing. They're like, you know,
She goes.
they want me to be on the broadcast. They want me to be on the broadcast.
You're missing. You had to take a minute away.
I honestly respect it. Like,
Yeah.
your passion is your middle name. Like,
You had to go in the corner.
we just gave up a set piece.
Well, I was just like, I gotta get off screen because I can't. Here's the thing.
You're pacing.
They asked
Headsets off.
they asked me to come on camera to talk about. They had a bunch of us come on during the broadcast, the multicast, right?
Kelley, live reaction highlighted.
They and so you know we're in the thing is open, so like the game's behind, but there's a camera in front of you, so you can see, or a screen in front of you, so I could see the host Lauren, Lynn, and Allie talking to them, and then the game was small on the screen, but there's a lag of the broadcast, right?
Yeah.
So I hear behind me the crowd kind of freak out, but not like in a we scored type of way. And I glance at the screen and I see them score. And so I'm just like, oh my God. You don't want to be the person who's on broadcast when the team gets scored on. Like, it's like a bad luck, like, you're never getting asked back, like, on the broadcast. You're bad luck. Therefore, and so I was like, I'm going to see myself out, guys.
And you did.
And I did, and then the camera followed me, and I feel like that was a little rude.
You were trying to take a minute for the
I was
girls.
taking a moment, all right?
I don't feel like we can blame the goal on you, Kelley.
I don't think so either. I appreciate
You weren't
that.
responsible
But
for organizing set
like, I don't know.
pieces.
I kind of have weird. I like. I don't know. It's just like, why does it have to be me?
I don't think we can blame it on you, but if it
Exorcism
happens
later.
again, there's a correlation.
Exorcism
That
later,
is true.
Kelley.
Like,
That
so
is
if
true.
it happens the second time, you're kind of got to stop.
That's true.
But,
Hopefully it
you
doesn't.
know,
Hopefully
one's
it doesn't.
fine. Second's a pattern.
But yeah, no, we needed to take a minute because it was like, guys, what are we doing?
Can you show us the pose again?
Well, there's no doubting that you care. So
That's true.
I think,
I do.
clearly loyalty lies with the U.S. and that's
care about the
major
girls.
win.
Yeah, 100%. Can't doubt that.
Okay.
All right. Well, enough about the U.S. NWSL was off this
Decision
weekend.
day.
What'd you say?
Decision days.
Decision day is coming up. NWSL was off this weekend because obviously our girlies are playing internationally.
We are off
We got
this weekend.
we got to watch a lot of that.
Ryan got to hang out.
got to celebrate
Ryan
with
was
her.
off. Talk to us about having a off weekend? What's an off weekend like for you?
An off weekend is like having 2 days off.
Yeah. Very rare, right?
Yeah, it's
During
just
a
a little
season.
hard for me because I feel like a lot of my friends, like my off days usually end up being like a Thursday in the middle of the week and they're all working. So I feel
100%.
like I really liked this one because it was Saturday we had practice, off Sunday, off Monday.
There you go.
So it's been great. I took my talents to Connecticut with you,
Took your talents.
obviously. Yeah.
We went on up to Connecticut.
I just walked right up to the listener tailgate and
part
hung
of
out
it.
with her family, her sister, who I did not know she had a twin. I was flipping out. I was like, congrats on an incredible career. And then I was like, oh, wait, you're pregnant. And number 2, that's not Alyssa. That's not Alyssa.
That's so kind of you, though, to also congratulate
But
her.
congratulations. I know you would have really formative impact on your sister's career.
Yeah, but honestly,
obviously.
sisters. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So yeah, I went to the
That's so
game
good.
and I'm back here in New York with you guys.
Wow.
So
Tell us about the tailgate, though. Any good games? Any good food? Like,
little cornhole.
Oh,
Little
cool.
cornhole.
You win?
Yeah.
Nice,
No, I didn't
nice.
win. I didn't win. Just celeb shot.
Okay.
But yeah, the real kicker was like the after party. It was like at a cool winery. Kelly dropped me off.
I did.
Kelly, you didn't want to stay?
Didn't stay long. She's responsible.
I was like, I gotta drive home, and
I totally
got
get it.
work today.
That's
so
crazy.
In all fairness, I wanted to go with her, but I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Ryan is also working today. but,
I
you
knew
know.
that if I went in that winery, like I wouldn't be driving home.
Yeah,
Therefore, I was
yeah.
like that I had to be responsible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They had beer.
all right, but NWSL, you had an
Yeah.
off weekend.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But we're back.
the last
locked in.
week, the last game day of the
I can't
2025
believe it.
season is about to be upon us.
I actually can't believe it.
Dun dun dun.
And what's at stake?
A lot. Decision day is happening November 2nd, and I am slightly annoyed with the NWSL because all of the games should be played at the same time. Allegedly, that's not the case. Can we look up the schedule, actually? Right, there's one game. And I'm like,
Interesting.
no.
Also, like, for
do we have the
dramatic
rest of them
effect.
at the same time,
I did
then?
actually text Jessica Berman about this. And I said, why are they not? The point of Decision Day, the excitement of Decision Day is all of the games are happening.
Yeah, that's like
at
the
the
for
same
dramatic
time.
effect as
Right.
a fan.
You're
as well.
switching TVs, you're watching
Exactly.
the goals.
You got
Yeah, it's like
4 on
NFL
it.
Red
Yeah.
Zone, but for
Exactly.
NWSL.
You're checking the table, everything.
Damn.
She was like, well, broadcast. And I was like, well,
Jessica.
we should make better decisions. In my opinion, that's just me. Do what you have to do.
She
But-
also set the lineup for the US game. Somebody that likes control.
Okay, but
Kelly, you're busy. You're running the NWSL and the national
What's it like
team.
trying to control
I'm just
it
literally
all?
texting people all of my thoughts, and they're like, "Thank you for your thoughts and opinion. We do not care.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
Thank you so much. We will not be applying
No,
that.
your thoughts are valuable. Your thoughts are valuable.
Anyway, if I got something to say, I'll speak up.
Everybody watch your inboxes. You're getting texts.
Decision day is November 2nd. Racing and the Courage.
Yeah.
So let's pull up the table.
do you guys know who's playing the Courage?
Do we want to? Oh, you guys are. Gotham FC. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Gotham FC.
What's at stake for this decision day is there are 2 teams on the bubble who could still be get in the 8th place spot, right?
Which
so
are
racing. So Gotham is in. So 1 through 7 is in.
You can say that again. You can say that
Congrats.
again.
Louder for the
Gotham.
people in the back.
8th place is Racing with 34 points. North Carolina is in 9th place with 32 points. So
Okay.
the only outcome could be
Check
is
this math.
Racing in
Yeah.
or is North Carolina in terms of the 8 teams who make playoffs, right?
Yeah, like-
that will be decided.
It's
And
heads
we
or
will know.
tails.
And what's interesting is that if Racing miss, that would be 4 straight years finishing 9th.
Don't wanna
Talk
say,
about
Don't want to say they can't close, but
talk
no one wants
about
to be that guy.
absolutely soul crushing.
Yeah, that's
Racing. Who does Racing play? Racing plays
Bay.
Bay. Okay, and North
I feel
Carolina
like-
plays
okay.
Gotham.
Okay.
So let's first talk about these scenarios.
Right.
Break them down.
Racing has a better chance of holding on to their 8th spot
I would
and
agree.
ending up in the playoffs, in my opinion, playing Bay, than North Carolina does against our very own
Gotham
FC,
who is not going to go lightly.
local club, and
And we're
obviously
still
going
dying
hard.
for a home game because we are
correct.
concerned with getting a home game.
So
hopefully.
that,
giving it your
that comes
all.
into it, right? So Bay
Yeah.
has nothing to play for. They're out. They're probably just gonna roll over and be like, "Sure, Racing, have it." Who knows? Maybe they'll.
Then I
you
just
know,
want to ball out for the last game.
Racing again, playing Bay. Bay doesn't have much to play for, but again, can play villains. North Carolina has to play Gotham. So
Right.
Gotham, yes, they are in. However, you guys are sitting in 7th. not great.
Yeah, we could.
Like,
I
you
think
know.
we could end up
7.
anywhere from 4 to 8. Is what I'm
Yes.
hearing.
So now let's talk about 7 through 3. Okay.
Okay.
So
all right.
Casey Current and Washington Spirit have both secured their 1-2 spot, and they are both having home games, quarterfinals and semifinals if they advance, if they win their quarters. So Orlando in 3rd, Seattle in 4th, San Diego in 5th, Portland in 6th, Gotham in 7th. How many points? I can't see the other side. Gotham is sitting at 36 points in 7th, and Orlando is sitting at 39 points in 3rd. So they're literally, Gotham, you could jump
We could
to
jump.
3rd or 4th because you actually have a better goal differential than Orlando.
That's what's
I don't know what the
helping us a
head-to-head is
lot,
for
yeah.
y'all, but
The goal differential is huge.
I
That's
think
a
goal
large
differential
jump for a weekend.
Right. So that's what makes it interesting. Yes, playoffs teams are almost set. We're waiting to see which team out of Racing and North Carolina make it in.
Right.
But between 3 and 7, so much movement, and like you said, Ryan, you guys are battling for a home quarterfinal spot.
Yeah, that would be electric.
All right. So
All I can hope for.
what's the feeling of the locker room right now?
Consensus is good. I think obviously coming off a tie, we want to win, and
Right.
that was obviously the goal. But I think my understanding is that like we do well on the road as well. So I think we're prepared for either outcome, but obviously just want to get to North Carolina, take care of business, and just kind of it's a whole new season from there.
Right.
Single elimination, such as everything in life. So
Is this
Yeah.
something you guys talk about in the locker room? Like you're breaking it down. You're like, hey, this could happen if we win. Or is it like a don't say it, don't jinx it kind of vibe? You just kind of know what the stakes are.
I don't think so. I mean, at this point, like tactically, we know what we do. We know how we play. I think it's just a matter of feeling good, doing the right things recovery-wise, getting the international players back because we have quite a few people that are out this week. It was like 7 people at training this week. Really took some load on.
International breaks sometimes are pretty
They are
bleak.
hard. Shout out to the girlies that are at home for international break because
Truly.
it's a whole load. But yeah, we're good. I think we're a really resilient group. I think we have a lot of experience in like the Roses and the Sonnets, and then we have a lot of younger people who have proved to be pretty dynamic.
Right.
So I think, it could go any which way. As you say, it's unpredictable, but I think we're just gonna step in with the fire that we always do. GFC.
Let's
Yeah.
go. GFC, baby.
You're alumnus.
I am
so sad I missed you at Gotham.
alumnus.
Like,
I know. We would have had too
so-
much fun.
Yeah.
That was probably the
Your knee couldn't hold on. It's okay.
No,
It's okay.
I like that you guys are feeling good. You guys have weathered, I would say, a fair amount of ups and downs this season.
Yeah, also a crazy schedule, which I don't know
100%.
if we were going to talk about that.
No,
but
let's talk about it.
yeah, so I think there's a couple like CONCACAF moments of the year where we went to Mexico, we won that, but that was a 10-day trip to Mexico, and then in September it like
Vacation?
picked up quite a bit,
Yeah,
and we
September
went.
gets crazy.
Yeah, we found ourselves in El Salvador one weekend. That came in the
Just
middle of
the
the week
weekend?
on a
Just
Tuesday.
found
Okay.
yourself.
And I believe last year they found themselves in Jamaica on a random
Jamaica
weekday.
and Costa Rica.
And won like 15-0.
Yeah.
So it was one of those. But I got to play when we went to Canada, but that came in the middle of a like double NWSL. Like we
Right.
played in San Diego, flew to Canada, and then
Played a
flew back
Wednesday
to
and then-
Bay.
yep.
And I think we tied Bay. So at some point, like I feel like that is a little bit of a disadvantage to be on the road for 12 to 14 days with your team.
You're also not relaxing when you're on these trips.
No,
Like you're in some pretty cool
I love the
places.
girls. Like
Yeah,
it's fun.
yeah.
I am someone who
Yeah.
really loves those trips, but like
Yeah.
I feel like for the people that are playing 90-minute games, it can totally add up. And
There's no time for
compound.
the beach. Like you're not like
Yeah,
getting
it
marred by
felt-
the water kind of vibes.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like the Green Day song "Wake Me Up When September Ends." But
Super fair.
other than that, we are back and no more CONCACAF matches for this year. But 2026 is a different story.
That is true. So
Yeah.
Gotham this is the second season that has y'all have played in CONCACAF W Champions
I don't know
Cup.
why I hadn't even conceptualized it before like walking in as a rookie, but it's like all these other games. that
Yes,
are on the
yeah,
table.
which
In other countries as well.
Yeah, which is
Like,
good.
It's not
on
like
a,
just like
it's good that we're competing on a global scale. I think
100%,
for the NWSL and for whoever and for Gotham.
but it is a new concept to NWSL and NWSL fans, I would say, in terms of one for the players having to play this many games and go on the road, the travel schedule, it's hectic.
Yeah.
But the reality is most top clubs around the world play similar schedules,
Right.
if not more.
Right.
And I think it's, as much as people want to be like, oh, why are we playing these games? It is good for the game.
Yeah,
It's
and they're
good
good
for the
opportunities
NWSL. Right.
for people, such as me who are young and trying to play.
Yes.
But,
and because, speaking of your CONCACAF schedule.
Our CONCACAF journey.
CONCACAF, y'all winning in, was it May?
Mexico.
Yes.
Monterrey.
Yes. Champions right there.
Yes.
You guys were the champions of CONCACAF W Champions Cup. And that
What a name.
CONCACAF.
What a
I know,
name.
CONCACAF is
it's
just a
definitely
mouthful.
not. It's definitely
Yeah,
not
it is.
short. So we just found out, the public just found out that London will be hosting the final
Very exciting.
of, I think, is it called Champions Cup or is it called
it's like World Club Cup.
CONCACAF. Yeah.
CONCACAF.
So the first iteration of this World Club Cup on the women's side is only going to be 4 teams.
Yeah.
Gotham is the team from CONCACAF region, and Arsenal will be the team from UEFA, which is Europe, because
correct.
they won Champions League.
Correct.
And then the other 2 teams will end up being, I think,
Did
from
I see like Corinthians?
so Gotham will play the Brazilian club Corinthians, and then Arsenal's waiting on the winner of OFC versus AFC. So one is Oceanic and then one is Asia. So whoever are the 2 champions in those 2 regions are playing each other, and then that winner will play Arsenal.
So
which
there's potential. For
yeah,
Arsenal
there's
matchup.
a potential of Gotham playing Arsenal, which I think is so fucking cool.
It's
like,
so
yeah, it is
cool.
It's so cool because we've had times where, for instance, Chelsea came over and played us last year, but it was like we didn't play our best team.
Yeah.
Chelsea smoked us.
Yeah.
Like rightfully so. But it was a preseason game for them. It
Yeah.
was a
No, like,
middle.
there's
It was a
actually
nothing for us.
stuff at stake here.
Right. It was like a friendly. So
Yeah.
this is cool. I'm very excited about it. I will say though, you guys have to report very early.
It's funny because
I'm excited because I, as a fan, just get to watch, maybe even go. Like that sounds fun.
that would be
you should
sick.
Maybe
definitely
cover the
come.
game, whoever the
Yeah.
broadcaster is. But like, I'm pumped to be able to watch, and I'm excited for y'all from a former player perspective. Like, this is cool
Yeah.
to play in London.
I've never been to
Amazing
London.
football culture.
Yeah.
If you guys, I hope you win, and I hope Arsenal wins, and I hope that's the final. Like, that's cool. But
That's
good
there
for soccer itself.
But I also don't have to report to preseason January 2nd.
I think I'll be in New York on New Year's. The one
fun. I love it here.
I
know, rats.
The one caveat is that report date is a bit early, so I think it's a little bit disproportionate to other NWSL teams, but we're gonna have to report early. It's fitting because one of the songs we sing in the locker room is Feliz Navidad, and it looks like we might be spending like the day after Christmas together.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Though.
But again,
really
like I
is.
think, like you said, Kelley, like playing in Arsenal, we do have to take preseason and that whole loading phase really seriously. And even if my off season's like 3 weeks, I think it pays to be doing the due diligence on the front end, and we'll have to find somewhere a little bit more tropical to train because it's
Right.
It's gonna be cold.
So
Well, exciting things in the world of football. Love.
did we
it.
want to talk about the injuries or no?
Oh, we should talk actually. So the one thing around NWSL, or another note around NWSL in these decision day games and then leading into playoffs. So obviously Spirit and Kansas City have clinched. They're officially 1 and 2. However, they both are suffering similar scenarios in
From
that
their best players.
Chawinga's out for Kansas City.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long.
The nation of Malawi's screaming, crying, throwing up. Too.
Right. I
She
think the
missed a
nation
camp.
of Kansas City is also
Really
Yeah.
and Spirit,
And
Trinity is
Trin,
out.
yeah.
And
Also screaming, crying, throwing up.
right, both teams. So what I find interesting about this is that we saw a similar situation with Orlando this year. Banda goes down.
Yeah.
They don't win a game
After
for
that.
like 8 games.
Yeah.
And I think what's interesting is that, to me, that shows they had a very specific style of play. It was centered around
That catered
Banda
to
because as it should be,
Right.
and the ability to adapt when she's out or not part of that, they weren't able to. It took them a while to
Yeah.
figure out, how do we play a style of soccer that can be successful without our star player.
Right.
And I'm curious to see if that will be the case for Spirit and for Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think that Kansas City is going to have a harder time, in my opinion, than Spirit will.
Yeah.
Because I
Because
think
Trin
that,
missed a good bit, and then
Right.
Spirit kind of played around that.
right. So that's why, like, Spirit have dealt with Trin being out for a
Yeah.
bit
Extended
of the season,
periods of time,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Kansas City, Schwinga's been, there's been games where she's not been in, but
I will say their bench looks very deep. Like when we were there, I was like, wow.
Kansas City. Yeah. So I'm not saying that they're like up, it's going to be doomsday for both of them. Yeah, but it will be interesting to see how decision day goes. And then also, like Ryan said, playoffs are win and go through. Yeah. Like that's it. So it's win at all costs. And can they figure out, if they don't have either of these players back, a style of soccer and a game plan that can be successful?
Yeah.
It is looking like Trin could be back, though. They said she could be back in the next 3 weeks-ish. So that could be good.
Yeah.
Chewinga, unsure about that.
Yeah.
I'm just sad for that she missed on the friendlies, but it would be cool to see her in camp.
I know.
But yeah, I think just another coaching consideration, like, because she got hurt in a CONCACAF game.
Right,
so it's like,
exactly. What are we,
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
Well, we'll find out soon on decision day.
Totally.
And tuned. Moving forward. All right. Enough of soccer.
And don't forget about the San Diego game at 3 p.m., which is bothering Kelley.
Eye roll. Hard eye roll. So wait, they're at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and then everything else is at 5 p.m.? Yeah. Who do they play? San Diego versus who? I'm annoyed. Kansas City.
Well,
I guess it doesn't really matter because Kansas City there's not a lot of there's no movement for Kansas City. So where's San Diego at?
I feel like they had a little lull, but they are picking up.
So they're like, right in the thick of things, and a lot can change for them. They could end up in literally 7th.
You just need to know a lot can change.
A lot can change. Literally, I've been saying this for 7 weeks
Anything could
now.
happen.
Anything can happen.
In the words of Ellie Goulding.
And that's all right. WNBA off season is upon us.
Spicy.
It is spicy, but so I guess the biggest things that have been happening lately is coaching changes and new hires. So Toronto, Portland, Dallas, and Seattle have all hired new head coaches. Only the Liberty are left. The Liberty have not hired a new coach, which we're like, okay.
All these hires happened with this week.
Say that again?
All these hirings happened literally this week.
It's almost like they
What's
call
the
each other
rush?
and they're like, okay, are you going to announce? Are you going to announce? Are you going to announce? Okay, okay, ready? Hit send. Okay.
Let me hide this. You announce. I'm going to go.
Right. So first of all, Toronto Tempo hired Sandy Brondello. A+ choice. No notes.
No notes.
Good decision.
Yeah. What's their?
They have a cool T with
really like
lines
that name.
going past. They look fast.
Oh.
Okay.
It's kind of old school. Oh my god.
I really like it. I knew
the
I
colors
like that
are
name.
sick too.
Wait.
Should we invest?
Wait. I love this.
Picture that on a jersey.
Yeah.
It's gonna look nice.
Who do we
That's
know?
cool.
Is the Liberty looking at anyone? Is there anyone?
We're not sure.
Candidates in
about-
talk.
I haven't seen
what
any
the-
tips. I have not
Okay.
seen any tips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No rumors flying around. All right, Portland Fire hired Alex Sarama. Former Cavs assistant. He built an academy overseas, wrote a book on his training method, somehow turned that into a WNBA head coaching job. I mean,
I'm giving this a boo.
Are you?
I'm giving this a boo.
Why?
All right. It's just unfortunate because
like Gabby to go.
it's just he doesn't have that much head coaching experience.
Right.
He's he coached a Polish team oversees that and he wrote a book.
Head coach. Okay.
Head coach, yeah. But then he wrote a book and he was a Cavs assistant. That's great. I love the Cavs.
Right.
They were a good team. But this doesn't mean he should be the head coach of a WNBA team, of a new WNBA team who's going to need this. He just hasn't proven himself, and so it feels like this is a low bar to hire a head coach. And it just doesn't feel give him more of a statistical champion over here,
Exactly.
Someone like that.
And why aren't we looking at a woman? Where are the women at?
It's a women's league.
I had a whole rant about this in an earlier episode.
I would love to hear it. I'll go watch it.
You can go watch it.
Sports are fun live on YouTube.
Right. I when it comes to these coaches, I can't speak very in depth about them because I'm not in that world. I've never interacted with them. I don't know these things, but I will say when it comes to somebody who's built an academy overseas, wrote a book on his training method, it is interesting. And he was an assistant, right? You have to give assistants the ability to head coach. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I will say I have had coaches in the past who were very good assistant coaches, very good. And either from almost managing perspective and just them and what they were able to do and the impact they were able to have. Also, I've had assistant coaches that were their role was technical, right? They were to develop players, the technique, and develop individuals, not necessarily do tactics, not necessarily coach those sorts of things, but we're like, I'm going to help you develop as a player.
Right.
Those coaches don't always necessarily translate to good head coaches. Head coach, to be a good head coach, takes a lot. You have to check a lot of boxes. Dallas Wings hired longtime South Florida coach Jose Fernandez. 25 years there, solid
tenure,
but like not a standout record.
Yeah.
Friend of Gino, coached Courtney Williams. Sounds like the internet wasn't super happy about this, but
I'm
like,
giving this a boo as well.
Okay.
This is also a boo. Also because he's a man again, but he coached there for 25 years and they've only had 10 NCAA appearances. 10 out of 25 is kind of tough for me. Eight of them have been in the last 10 years.
I think there's a new statistical champion over
It
here.
is interesting. It is
I could never
interesting
take your
taking
role.
a coach from college that isn't like doesn't have a national championship to their name.
Yeah.
I think about this often on the women's soccer side, college to pro.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a ton of very very successful college coaches make the jump to pro.
Yeah.
One, because they're like, why would I? I'm successful in here.
Yeah.
And I don't need to go do that. And I would say the
Definitely
college,
a different level.
Yeah, the college schedule is pretty cushy compared to the pro schedule.
2 months on, 8 off.
Exactly. No job security.
Right.
Whereas, if they're at these colleges and they've been successful, they stay at the colleges and they continue to be successful, which is great. So
Shout out Paul Ratcliffe.
yeah, shout out Paul Ratcliffe. Like I literally had a conversation about it with him the other week. So it is interesting to say, like, to me, when we look on the soccer side, could we get some of these college coaches and could they actually be very successful in the pro game, but they're not willing
to make the jump.
To make the jump. Like they're like, personally, it doesn't make sense for me. Professionally, it doesn't make sense for me. But could the game benefit from us getting these college coaches into the pro game?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Interesting point.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if it translates. So and that's what I think when I look at this hire and like, okay, let's see what he's able to do.
Yeah.
Going from college into pro. All right, well, we'll see what Jose is able to do. Lastly, Seattle Storm hired Sonia Raman.
Gab, can we give this a good?
We're giving this a
okay.
Yahoo!
I was like, we gotta have a good one in there.
Seattle Storm hired Sonia Raman, finally a woman of color, coached MIT women's team for 12 years.
Love.
Then 4 years as a Grizzlies assistant, most recently with the Liberty.
Who won a championship 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So, we love this. Yeah, you're finally giving a cheer.
I'm giving a huge cheer. One, she's a woman. Let's go.
Right.
Two, she's proven success. And also, she's the first Indian American coach in the WNBA. She was the first Indian American assistant coach in the NBA. So it's like, I love that we're giving her opportunities, but it's tough because it feels like she has to overqualify to be hired as a head coach. And I think that is something we see in the women's game of like, these coaches are so overqualified and have done so much. And now we're finally giving them a chance. And like that, I think this hire compared to the last two that we talked about, they're very different. Hers is such a better option. And I hate to see overqualified women having to fight so much harder.
Sounds like it's like the plight of a female. That's just, but no, I agree though. I don't know why I'm laughing.
She's also a lawyer. Like that's like tough to do too.
No, I know. Yeah. She has a law degree. Like shout out Sonia. Okay. But very excited about this.
Yeah.
And Seattle Storm, like they were good this year.
Sure.
Right. I feel like they need like slight tinkering. They're stacked roster, in my opinion.
Malinga, she's going to go off. She was their draft this year. She's the one who can dunk.
Right. So basically, Seattle Storm and Dallas are obviously, they've been part of the WNBA for a very long time.
Yeah.
Portland and Toronto will be new. So it's like which coach has an easier go potentially?
You have more leeway as a coach going with an expansion team. Probably.
Yeah, I think I would want to be expansion because again, I think that a lot of success is built on culture.
Yeah.
And to have the ability to start from day one and be like, all right, this is what we as the Toronto Tempo are going to be. This is who we are.
These are
This
6 lines in our italicized
exactly.
T.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is what they mean.
No, I think that's a great point.
No,
agree.
I think I would rather be an expansion head coach than
Look at the Valkyries. I mean,
Right,
they
I
had so
was
much
just about to say
success
that.
this year. Like
Yeah,
they
they
got to
did.
build a program, build a culture, and then go from there. Also, if Sandy's building your culture,
right.
Your
right.
cash.
You're in
Yeah,
good hands.
for sure.
You're in
For
good
sure.
hands.
Good, great pickup by them. Lastly, within the WNBA, beyond coaching, free agency is about to be insane. We'll get into this in a future episode, but just for some context and for some, y'all to be thinking about or considering, 123 players are free agents. That's roughly 80% of the league. Of the 24 All-Stars this year, 21 are free agents. I did see something where there was like 2 players just didn't write their contracts properly and forgot, like didn't realize like, oh, we need to be ending end of 2025 so that come the new CBA, we can negotiate
we can do
freely.
this.
We're not beholden to any
Yeah.
team.
yeah.
I don't know I think it was Sue was saying something like this, but I was like, guys, that seems like an agent's problem, and I would be ringing them up. They'd be getting a text message from me.
Definitely a very fiery text
Of the many
message.
you've sent off this week,
Yeah.
one is to the WNBA agent.
I mean, of the All-Stars, 21 free agents, and then probably the 3 other All-Stars. Like if we're looking at 24 All-Stars, like they might have been, they're probably in their rookie contracts too, so they probably don't even have that option. Like,
Potentially.
that's crazy.
Potentially.
Time to start shopping.
Time to start shopping.
Exactly. So that'll get interesting, and obviously as CBA negotiations develop and things become public, we will be keeping our eyes on that. All right, group chat time. Bzz.
Right.
We don't have BJ here to do that. Who wants to do it? Good job. Sure.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Yes, you sound more like Bumblebee than cell phone, but sure.
Oh, okay. I was going for Bumblebee. So.
One thing that was going off in the group chat this week, the Asia Wilson tambourine lives on. She was inducted into the South Carolina Hall of Fame, and not the pink tambourine, but it was a Gamecocks tambourine, I would
Oh,
say. It was
lovely.
smaller.
Definitely.
She brought this. Yeah. Oh, it's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. HOF tambourine made it to
Heck yeah.
the ceremony, which I mean, like, leave it to Asia Wilson to.
I like the shape of it. It looks like it just fits like.
It does. It's like the perfect
Right
little.
here.
Yeah.
It's almost like a little
looks
purse.
small.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like kind of carry it around like that.
Asia Wilson is one of
Yeah.
few people that could make the tambourine cool, and she absolutely has done that. So
I want to know where she's getting them from. Like, is she ordering them?
Right, it's like
who's
this seems
putting
like
the
a-
HOF? Like, is it like a cricket kind of thing?
Well,
like,
if
is
you're
she doing this?
yeah, if you're
Wait,
thinking
wait.
of like new endeavors to get into, you're like, oh, Asia Wilson, she's made the tambourine cool again. Everyone wants a tambourine. Etsy shop.
Yeah.
Customized tambourines.
Customized
Boom,
tambourines.
done.
That's the next move.
Prop it up. Hopefully somebody's done that. If
Yeah.
you haven't, you're welcome.
Try it out.
Marketing genius over here. Another fun thing in the world of sports this week, Misty Copeland retired from the American Ballet Theater. Okay. This is like Misty.
It's so funny. I just watched The Black Swan this week. So it's funny.
Oh
this
wow,
is
you're
coming
like
up.
ballerina.
yeah.
really in it.
Yeah.
Wow. Some
Really
Gotham
into
girls were
ballet right
there.
now. Oh.
They went to the.
Oh yeah.
to the
Mandy.
theater, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
Emily,
Misty
yeah.
Copeland has been a part of the American Ballet Theater for a very long time. She is truly a trailblazer. Obviously, not a lot of women of color in ballet, and that was something that she obviously had to go through as she was coming up through the ranks.
For sure.
Has been
Wow.
incredible in her career and what she's accomplished and the representation that she has given to so many girls, and she is like such an incredible person. I've had the honor of meeting her before. She was an Under Armour athlete for a little bit, and we did a campaign together, and she really is
What
just
was
like
it called?
I Will What I Want.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, this was like years ago. But like I in doing that campaign with her, I obviously learned about her and her journey and her story, and truly am just like a fan and just like proud of her and what she was able to accomplish, and she is like truly one of one.
I have no doubt you would have been here if your week wasn't so jam packed. You know.
Say that again.
You would have been here if your week wasn't.
Oh,
so
I know. I
busy.
like would have loved to be there, but
Yeah, Oprah was there. You could have been sitting next to Oprah.
I know.
Same
yeah.
thing.
But congrats to her, incredible
Seriously.
career
Round
and
of
what she has done. And
Ballet's a tough sport. Let's throw that out there.
I mean,
I think it's like one of the
Truly,
toughest.
Their toes.
no, like that's why. I mean, that's why I was like loved that she was part of the Under Armour campaign, because Under Armour truly took like athletes from all different, not your
Yeah.
traditional like team sports
Yeah.
athletes. Like she is the epitome of what an athlete is.
Yeah.
Gab, lastly, do you have any updated soccer skills to show us? Oh, she's bringing out the piece of paper
Stationery
again.
is out.
Yeah. One, I have gotten better at soccer in the past couple weeks.
I'm proud of you.
I would like to throw that out there. After last episode, that week I got a goal in indoor.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
The goalie fell down, but I still got a goal.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
get it how you
This
can.
doesn't
I just
matter.
gotta
Doesn't
fight.
Yeah.
matter.
A goal's a goal, baby.
Goal's a goal. Goal's a goal. I
To
do
the
have
whistle.
film. If anyone's interested in that.
Right. Maybe we'll throw it up at the end of
If
the
you guys would like to see that
episode.
Definitely.
It's hard because I don't really dribble the ball that long.
Me either, girl.
Yeah. I'm more of like a one-touch kind of
goalie.
thing.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Me too.
Efficient.
Less
Yeah.
is more.
So my first question,
Streamline everything.
I'm gonna start with.
Oh,
I
question.
get hit a lot still. Like I get hit with the
Contact.
ball a lot. Contact.
Right, yeah.
No,
Big
like
contact.
with the ball. Like people will kick the ball and it somehow
Or other-
always hits me.
Oh,
Are
okay.
other people
Yeah.
getting
Can I
hit as
ask
much
like what
as you?
position you're playing?
I am not very aware of that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Sometimes in the middle.
Does it feel like
sometimes
you're
like a
attacking
wing.
to goal?
Yes.
Okay.
I run up and down a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I told them I like to
She's
run.
roaming.
Yeah.
She's a roaming six.
Okay.
So I get
Cool.
hit
Maybe
a
10.
lot. I don't sell it. Like I'll get hit and I'll just like kind of run. I'm starting to wonder if I should start selling it.
Selling
little
it
more.
how? You're not.
Like,
it's not getting fouled by getting.
I
hit
won't
with
get.
the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know because
Yeah.
I was gonna start. Trying
It's
to
not a
know.
foul
there's-
if they don't hit you. It
Yeah,
could
like-
be a handball. So just
Okay.
Yeah,
keep your hands out.
Yeah.
So just- okay.
Nothing
that's,
to nothing to sell there.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Nothing
Okay.
to sell.
buddy.
I get nutmegged a lot less than
Good,
in past.
right.
My defense skills are not that great.
Okay.
Okay.
I get nutmegged a lot less. I would like to start nutmegging other people.
Right. Okay.
My issue is that I'm not that good at dribbling.
Right.
Any tips on how we can do that?
I think we're gonna have to first work on your like foot skills.
Okay. My
Yeah.
first touch, I have been told it's not that great.
So, well, okay, well, if your first touch isn't good, then we got to start there
Okay.
because if your first touch isn't good, then you got no second touch.
I don't trap it. I usually
Just
just
like
try to
dating
kick
advice.
it. Yeah.
Why does this feel like dating advice?
because probably because you
Suddenly,
need it.
yeah. I'm like internalizing this. Okay, sorry, I'm done.
Ryan is
super fair.
applying this soccer advice to her dating life. But if the first
If
touch
If your
isn't
first touch
there,
is good,
Yeah.
if the first touch isn't there,
So how do you have a good first touch?
like
it's like you have to absorb the energy of the ball.
that's my issue. I usually try to kick it.
So like when you're trapping the ball, like you have to like give it. You have to it's
Okay.
like you think about it. Like
Okay.
it's like you're catching a child. You're
Okay.
like a little baby
A
or like a
baby.
kitten or something.
Oh, wow.
You're not gonna just have your arms stiff and
Okay.
and you gotta absorb.
Yeah,
Okay.
absorb.
that's great.
Absorb.
And you gotta time it and know
Okay.
the velocity at which it's coming.
Okay.
And,
like cushion it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cushion.
But usually
Yeah.
it goes too far in front of me then.
Yeah, so because you're not absorbing it.
Okay.
Don't be an airbag. Be a cushion.
All right, we got another exciting week coming up. National team plays New Zealand on Wednesday, and then we have Decision Day, Sunday, November 2nd, which is also,
The San Diego versus Casey at 3 is sending me now that I know it's like,
yeah, I'm
incongruous.
just sending me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at that. Okay, San Diego versus Kansas City, 3 p.m. Nobody tune in for that. But then North Carolina versus Gotham at 5, Racing versus
Don't
Bay
wanna miss
at
that.
5, Utah versus Spirit at 5, Orlando versus Seattle at 5, Chicago versus Angel City at 5, Portland versus Houston at 5. So
So-
basically, turn your TVs at 5. Don't worry about the 3
At
p.m.
5.
You can do what you want with that. But what's fun, New York City marathon is also.
Whoa.
So go to the
Oh.
marathon, cheer on.
Heck yeah.
It just
Yeah.
absorb energy, give energy.
I'm
Sunday
surprised
morning.
you're not running it yourself.
That's crazy.
Cal.
I literally can barely walk down the street.
Okay.
It's also Halloween. So any good costumes, let us
True.
know.
One last PSA before we head out. Sports Are Fun is going to San Jose for championship weekend, baby. Let's
was
go.
Ryan Campbell.
So is Ryan Campbell.
Yeah.
You'll be there
I'll
regardless.
'cause I'm the
Statistical
Lone Holiday.
champion. No, not the statistical champion.
No,
You're the
I have
nominee.
to go for the Lone
Very
Holiday.
cool. We'll be there together.
Let's go.
Coming out with me and BJ and some special guests. Hey, you could be a special guest.
I would love to.
On
Can you let me know?
Thursday, November 20th at 5:30. Tickets and info
Book
are
me.
in the description below. We can't wait to see y'all there. Live show is super fun. Championship weekend is so much fun. So coming out with us, it's gonna be a blast. And
Let's go Gotham.
we'll know who the possibility of the teams on championship weekend, the 8th that we'll choose from after.
Yeah, we'll
Sunday.
know a lot more after
We'll know
November
a lot,
2nd.
we'll know a lot more.
Shout out Ryan. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you guys.
Shout out
Yeah.
Ryan. Good luck this
I
weekend.
really appreciate it.
BJ, we miss you. We'll see
BJ, we
you.
miss you so much.
We'll see you. Stop doing that. We'll see you all next week. Thank you for tuning in. Gab, Ryan, thank you for being here. Subscribe, like, follow, all the things. Comment, but be nice or not. That's up to you. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Ow,
Thank you.
ow.
Later.
You know, nothing's too new with me, by the way. I did get this wig. Yeah. Miss ya.